Hey everyone, welcome and thank you for the opportunity. My name is Amir and I'm working, and these are my speaker notes. I'm working on an app called Bodhi app. If I had to explain it simply, what is Bodhi app? It started off very similar to Olama, right? But there were a few issues that I encountered with Olama, and the main thing was you have this AI. How do you put it to use? Right? And That's where it started. So the focus was to make, or the whole focus was how to basically put the AI to use, right? So let me actually give you an analogy, right? You basically download an app on your Android phone, right? And for example, if the app is a running app, it tracks how much you run. So it needs a GPS location, right? So how do you basically give it the GPS location or GPS access? You don't go to system settings, you don't generate a token, you don't come back to the app and give it a token saying, oh, now you can access the GPS. That's not the case, right? What happens is the app opens up, or the operating system, Android or iOS, opens up a notification saying this app is requesting GPS permissions, and you allow or disallow. And that's like a seamless experience. Everybody is used to it, from your grandmother to your young kid, anyone can use it. But the same situation when it comes to running AI apps, which are powered by your own AI gateway or your own API token. The experience is you go to OpenAI, generate an API key, or you go to Open Router, generate a API token, come back to your AI app, put in the base URL, put in the API token, and then start using it. Now, this particular flow of bring your own key model for AI apps is marked with a lot of, you can say, thresholds or blockers that you have to cross. It's not very intuitive, it's not very seamless. With Bodhi app, as I said, right, it started off with some sort of a better Olama in mind. And the whole focus was putting the AI you have to use and taking inspiration from the whole mobile permission side. We have here, right? What you expect if it was a traditional app is if I click on connect to Bodhi app, it would open up a base URL token. No, it actually follows the same mobile philosophy. So when you click on connect, it figures out what is the AI gateway you are using. And instead of asking you for the token, it asks you for these components that are necessary to run this AI app. This is a very demo app that I have built last night to demonstrate what the Bodhi platform is about. So instead of asking for token, it says, I am an AI research assistant. I need two services. I need a web search service and I need a doc service. And for that, I prefer Exa and I prefer Notion. And if you give me these two components, I'll be able to, unlock value for you. I can do search and I can store the reports and even refer those reports later. So once you basically give it the permissions, right? It's ready to use. Let me actually just put it to work, and while it is working, I can actually explain it a bit. So at no point I have given my API key, OpenAI API key, or my Exa API key, or my Notion API key directly to this app, right? The whole conversation between the app and my AI gateway happened, and it happened using the standard OAuth 2 protocols. And the OAuth token was exchanged, which finally gives access to the LLMs, the MCPs, but at no point the actual API key were revealed, right? So that is one of the security aspects. If you have the AI apps with the bring your own key model, you are always hesitant to give your API key because it can be abused, it can leak, and there are a lot of issues around it. But this token exchange that happens is OAuth, it expires after some time, as well as it's only valid for this app to a particular AI gateway, right? So there is a security built in. I hope everybody is following me so far. If you have any questions, feel free to interrupt me, and I'll be more than happy to answer those. Cool. So what's the purpose? Obviously, like I think a few things that are working in my favor is the AI models are becoming more and more powerful, right? Earlier, what used to happen via prompt engineering, context engineering, and a lot of other interactions, the models are itself becoming so powerful. And the other thing that is happening is with a single prompt, you can generate really complex games or really complex apps, right? So what we are going to see abundance of apps or abundance of clone apps. And that is definitely going to bring down the threshold that is needed to basically, put your foot down and say, oh, you need to pay $20 subscription for it. You already have clones of Perplexity, ChatGPT, Notebook LM, or Manas IM, all these around on the GitHub. But the threshold is you being technical, being able to download, run Docker container, configure the API keys and things around it. With this seamless integration, you can, whoever is the developer can host it. And for AI APIs, it can depend on the AI gateway and basically get you started with minimum sort of a setup, right? So those are the things that are working in the favor. Um, and so yeah, so what it did here is it used the exa MCP. I can actually ask it to export to Notion, and it's going to use Notion MCP to create a page and basically save it over there for future reference. As well as you can see, like there is a sort of not just a single app to do everything. There will be sort of smaller apps that will be a niche and doing a particular thing, and all of them will be saving to a common memory MCP. So later on, app A can store some memory of a user preference to the memory MCP, which the app B can access because the MCP instances are shared between them. So the Notion page is created, probably it says done, but yeah, page ID, okay, cool. So as I showed you, this particular one was connecting to my local, but there is also a bit of a versatility. I'll just cover the last bit. There is a bit of a versatility. The app is quite versatile. You can install the AI gateway locally for any of your platforms. You even have the Docker that you can run and have the gateway up and running. Also, you have the hosted service. So if you do want to give it a try, you can just go to cloud.getbodhi.app, sign up, and you will have a free account, right? So it's quite versatile, as well as it is open source. So do check it out, give it some love by starring it, and yeah, uh, feel free to connect to me